Everybody, welcome to Occasions and Purpose. I do not know what episode we're on, but hey, it has been so long since we started this show, since we got back to you guys. Quarantine got us. Like, everybody was all spread apart.
Quarantine, other stuff. Like
I traveled for like a month. I was not even in town. Like
my face was messed up for a month.
Yes, but he is healed.
I'm healed. Yeah, that was great.
Back to our normal level.
That was the worst month, honestly. It sucked.
Tell me your story real quick before we even go to the episode, guys. It's actually very important.
Well, this all happened like maybe a month ago now, a month and few weeks. It was my friend's birthday.
Yeah.
My friend's birthday. One of my good friends.
Yeah.
And we chilled. I was sleeping over at the couch and stuff, and I woke up, and I'm like, I feel like my face is kind of puffy.
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe something bit me, whatever. Driving home, my mom's like, hey, something's wrong with your face. I'm like, that's the first thing you want to hear. But I'm just like, it's whatever, it'll go away. Go to church, because we're about to set up. This is the first time we're actually coming back to church and stuff.
Yeah.
So I set up, and like
your friends notice.
They see it's like, hey, your face is not moving. I said, what do you mean? It's like your right side of your face is not moving. It was like, oh. I was like, well, it can't be a stroke because I'm still standing, I'm still alive. So they took me to the hospital, and then once I got to the hospital, they told me I had Bell's palsy. Bell's palsy. So basically, it's a excuse me, it's a nerve damage basically. So I think it's the seventh cranial nerve damage. Yeah. So this entire thing is just damaged. It hurts. You can't move it. It affects your saliva, your taste buds, and also your hearing. It affects everything, my guy. It hurt. The reason why I knew it affected hearing, they didn't tell me this. I found this out at church that Sunday, that same Sunday. So Saturday happened. Sunday, I went to church. Drummer hits a cymbal once, giant ringing in my ear. Just bang. I'm like, oh, that's not fun. So the rest of the time I'm playing, I'm just getting this loud ringing in my ear.
And you're only, what, like 23, 24?
24, yes.
And
here's the thing. Not many people know, they don't really know what's the cause of this. It's many different things. They say it's 3 different things that can cause this. Like some kind of like Lyme disease, I believe it was. There's a virus. A stroke can cause it, but I didn't have one. Yeah. And everyone who saw me and it's like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, oh, this is what's going on. Everyone has said, oh, it's probably because of stress, which
you said you firmly believe that it was caused.
I feel like it was probably caused by stress.
And you were pretty stressed out.
Yeah, but the thing is, I was chill that day. It was a chill day. Like I was hanging out with my friends. We had a bonfire. We ate some steaks. We watched.
Had a good night. Yeah.
We had a great night.
But it was probably the build up.
No, it's not even that. I feel like it just things. Oh, probably a buildup of many different things. That happened. But it was like,
But you're good.
I'm fine. I'm like 90% healed completely, almost completely. Almost there. I can't whistle that well. Yeah. I can kind of do it.
But you look great.
Yeah, I'm fine. Normally, like if I don't do anything or people don't really pay attention, mostly normal. But besides that, it is whatever.
Can we get the lights, please?
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, I totally forgot.
The lights here
it's
kind of dark.
That's
way better.
They can see us now.
Yeah.
They can see us now.
But that happened. But you were gone for like what? Almost a month.
Yeah, I was gone for about a month. Yeah. In and out. I was really not even here.
But why were you gone? You were celebrating, huh?
Yeah. No, just with
yeah. You were celebrating, boy.
A lot of things happened. We never talked about NASA, but after that, today, well, not today, but a few weeks ago, I did get accepted into Cal Lutheran University. So that's my new school. Woo! Partial scholarship, so pay for half my college, which is awesome. And I get to, in 2 years, I'll finish my computer science degree, and we're rocking and rolling. So that's really awesome. So very proud of myself, and like that's a cool leadway because I want to talk about today. All my friends, I've been everywhere. I go from Alabama to California and all these different states in between, and I talk to all my friends that I know. And to me, it seems like everyone has this one simple problem. And I ask my friends, I say, hey, Doug, for example. I say, hey, Doug, you told me your problems. And I say, hey, man, what do you want? You know they tell me, Doug? I get no answer. They say, Josh?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Real quick, guys, if this is a spiritual podcast, so I read this verse the other day, and it was very short and sweet, but to me, it answers or kind of covers the topics we're going to talk about today. And it's over in 2 Corinthians, for a lot of people on Instagram over here. 2 Corinthians, chapter 4, verse 17. Verse 17. I want to read it real quick, so just bear with me right here. It says, verse 17, there it is. For our present troubles are small and won't last for very long. Yet they produce for us a glory that vastly outweighs them and will last forever. This is verse 18. So we don't look at troubles that we can see now, but rather we fix our gaze on things that cannot be seen. For the things we see now will soon be gone, but the things we cannot see will last forever. Ooh. Doug, so I want to talk about what are some of the things that you had to go through, or maybe going through now, that deals with like trying to figure things out. Maybe you were depressed, maybe you were kind of like hurt about something, maybe your past was growing too much for you. Mm-hmm. Like, what kind of helped you realize in your head, this is what I need to do right now to get myself out of this slump?
Well, this I didn't bring up to you because I knew you were on vacation and I didn't want to bother you. But like maybe 2-3 weeks ago, I was like very sad. Yeah. For no reason. Yeah. Just very sad, and I was like, I don't know what's going on. I had no clue why I was sad. It's like I have no reason to be sad. That was basically my mindset. It's like I have no reason to be sad. What's going on? And I would have these moments of like I want to cry.
Okay.
Randomly. I'm literally doing nothing.
That's deep.
I'm literally doing nothing. I could be playing video games. I could be at work, writing a report or whatever, and I feel like crying. Mm-hmm. Nothing's going on. I just feel like crying. So last week Sunday, I'm just on the computer at work, and my friend, he's working with me, and I'm on the computer, and I just started feeling that sadness coming in, feel like crying. So I yelled out to him like, "Hey, dude, like, what happens? Like, what's the like? Why? Like, have you ever tried to like have the feeling of crying when nothing's wrong? Like, you just feel like crying for no reason?" Mm-hmm. He said, "Yeah, that's your body trying to let out." Emotions that you're not dealing with yet. Wow. So you either cry or listen to music.
That's powerful.
And I was like, oh crap.
So what were some of the things, you said that's a big thing. You said that when you feel this like a sensation of sadness or whatever, it's from a trauma or some experience that you had that you didn't even deal with.
And well, here's the thing. That's where I got I was confused because I was like, I thought I already left it on the cross. I thought I already dealt with it already. I thought I let go. I forgave. I was like, that's it. I'm blessed. I was like, in the name of the Lord, I am healed. I don't. It's like it's over. Like he said, it's done. That's stamped. I'm not guilty. But I still had this feeling of like sadness of just like I don't know what was wrong, and that's when I was like, I need to take a break. Like I need a week off. I need to like get away. Like I need to get away, and here's the thing. And so I texted my friend Angel. I'm like, hey dude, like I'm sad. Like I texted a few of my other friends, and they kind of just like, it's like, what's going on? And I kind of told them, but I texted my friend Angel. I'm like, hey dude, I need you. It's basically what I texted him. I was like, dude, I need you. I pray for me, man. I don't know what's going on. Like this, I'm feeling like I used to feel like back in the old days, and that was not a fun Doug. That Doug was terrible.
And just for a quick synopsis, Doug was depressed, suicidal.
Yeah, this is Rick, man. So it's like this is back to where I was just like, oh crap, I just like screw it. I don't care about anything. So I texted him. It's like, hey dude, we need to meet up. Like I need help. So we meet up. I meet up with my other friend Zach, and they talked to me. They kind of encouraged me. He's like, hey dude, like you are not a burden. Like just because you're going through stuff and you feel like you can't go to someone because they're already going through some stuff, doesn't mean you still can't come to us.
Exactly.
And that's the thing I still have trouble understanding, because I'm the one that people come to. Like I was like, I got you. It's like whatever you're going through, it's like you don't really have to tell me exactly what's going on. I'll just sit next to you and just be there for you. I don't have to say anything. I don't have to do anything. I would just be there for you.
Yeah.
If you just need someone just there, that's fine. And I'm that person. But I feel like I can go to people with my thing because I know what the thing they're dealing with. But I do need someone to help me pick up my baggage as well.
And do you feel like you're not worthy? Like
I said,
I know what you're going through. I don't want to add.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to add more things to you. It's like I get it. I get what you're going through. It sucks. I'm not gonna pile onto that because I know how that feels and it sucks. But yet I'd rather take that responsibility of dealing with everyone else's stuff because I'm able to deal with my stuff and your stuff.
Can we touch on that for a quick second? Because I want to get this right for people. You know, they always say things like, why, but I don't feel I feel guilty when I come to you, or I don't like it when I'm asking for help because I mean you already have so much going on, like you just said. Like why do I? It's just too much. Like I feel horrible, or people get confused. Why do you even do it in the first place? I got a friend right now. That doesn't really understand the significance of just being there for somebody. It's not about what was going on in the past. It's not about what's going on with you now, but the fact that you can come to me no matter what I'm doing, because that's what we're called to be.
Yeah.
And it's funny because we feel like you said, we leave it at the cross when you're saved and you ask God for your forgiveness and you're a whole new person. But why am I so depressed? Well, I'm not gonna say God takes away your depression, but hey, God, there's more work that needs to be done for that.
Yeah, of course.
You know, just because you go to church one day and say I'm saved, does that mean your whole life gets?
Yeah, it doesn't happen in a blink of an eye. It doesn't happen in one day. Like me being depressed and sad, and me finally understanding who Jesus was, doesn't mean I was like instantly happy right after that.
Exactly.
It took some time.
Exactly.
It took some time. Was I happy at a few moments? Yes, I was. But it took time for me to get rid of that sadness and kind of just like, okay, I don't need any of this. I don't need to feel this way anymore because I know who I am now. I know who my God is. I understand who He is. I want to get to know more of Him so I can be well equipped to handle whatever happens.
Exactly. And so this is the problem with people. When I ask them the question, what do you want? The first step they need to start taking is reevaluating what's around them. Because the first step that you had to do was come to your friends.
Yeah.
I might not have been available for you. I apologize.
That's
but
fine.
you have to have a circle, a team. I don't care if you're a guy or a girl. You have to have people you can come to, regardless of what you're going through, to just say, hey, what's up? What's going on? You call me, I'm already at your house. What's really cool? We handle this right now. Because I feel like the number one problem that people come to is that when they have these severe issues, there's no outlet for them to take. There's just nothing they can turn to.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you had to kind of, especially early on, had to create yourself. Depression is something that just it will be in your life until you take action towards it.
Yeah.
And you can do whatever you want to it. You can say things, I think I'll say this. I think the biggest problem people have, especially when it comes down to depression, figuring out what they want, is that they've already given up inside the next step.
Yeah.
Like, I want to do this by giving up. Like, I just don't accept it anymore. I do not accept the future that I think I want. You ever been in that situation?
What? Like, you're just like, I don't accept,
you don't even believe it anymore. Like, you lost hope.
Yeah, that was a few years ago. That was before Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I don't feel like I was like, I wouldn't say I was depressed. I was feel like more sad.
Just sad.
Just sad, and I feel like it's all had to do with what's going on now in the world. The fact that the way this whole country's at right now, with the protests, the COVID, everything that has been going on, I feel like it's it hasn't been fun. It's just been crap the entire time, and working at the mall that I work, where you're just like, you feel like you're not appreciated because you see other businesses who's like taking care of their employees, and then us we're kind of screwed because we're dealing with people. And I'm not saying that glorify security is because there's other people that do worse. I mean, I understand that doctors, nurses, they're putting their life on the risk to save lives, but also at the same time we are being exposed
people
to
who are doing security.
Yeah,
people are police officers. They're the ones out here dealing with direct communication.
Yeah, we're like,
I can't get 6 feet apart. I have to be hands-on.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you have to be hands-on, and so we're just like, well,
who's looking out for me?
Yeah, exactly. So we're just like, well, whatever. And then this was consistent because one of my friends from work, she was feeling the exact same way, and we were talking about it this morning once I got off of work, and how no one looks out after for the strong friend. No one looks for the strong friend. No one says, hey, how is he doing? How is she doing right now? No one calls to check up on a strong friend. It's just like, oh, he's strong, she's strong. They can get through anything. I'm just like, not all the time, man. Like, I need a hug. It's like, sometimes I just need a hug. Like, I need someone to I need a support system sometimes. But the thing is, we don't realize that the people that the seeds that we've been sowing to them, we're not sowing it till we can get something out of them, but just in case something happens, so we can reap what we sowed.
Wow.
That's why we do that, because we understand that what we put out to them was like, hey, I'm doing this because I love you. I'm doing this because I know like you're good enough. I understand what you're going through, and I understand the future that you're gonna be. I know where you're gonna be at.
Wow.
I will give that support to you because I know that you would do the exact thing for me.
Wow.
That's why. But sometimes we cannot understand that and just like, no, they don't get it. They don't understand because they always needed someone to help them. For us, who just like went by and just trying to struggle through it and kind of just knuckle through the entire thing, fight your way through everything. You're kind of just like, well, I didn't have a player two. I didn't have a co-op. I had a single player and I had to do it by myself. And I just met people along the way.
You know, I always refer to, you know, I don't talk about this a lot because there's not a lot of strong people I feel like who are that who know their role in life. You're a type of person, you are a leader, you are a person that people have to come to a lot of times. But, you know, so what happens when that person just keeps, you know, who is my outlet? Where is my outlet? I feel the exact same way. But I always talk about how the Bible talks about our suffering. When we suffer for Christ, when we do all these things, you're right, it won't be fair. The Bible speaks about it not being fair.
What chapter? What were you just reading right now?
That was in 2 Corinthians.
2 Corinthians what?
Yes. 4:17.
Go to 2 Corinthians 12:10.
12:10?
12:10.
12:10. Hold on. Let me pull up here. Okay. It says 2 Corinthians 12:10.
Yep.
Let's get there. I love how Doug's on it. Just read it. Where did I stop at?
Where are you? Is it 12:10?
12:10 is right here.
Okay.
Read this.
Where is it?
Right here. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. Go.
Yeah.
Read it.
All right. 2 Corinthians 12:10. That's why I take pleasure in my weakness and in the insult, hardship, persecutions, and troubles that I suffer for Christ. For when I am weak, then I am strong. Man, you hit on the spot.
See, and that's the thing. I know this verse. I remember it. And it's like I have this thing tattooed in my heart. But sometimes you need to have backup. You need to have people behind you.
Yeah.
You might be the lame man, and you need to have 4 people take you to Christ. You need to take you like, hey, we got you. Just because you can't move doesn't mean you're not going to get the healing right now. Just because you're not encouraged to do anything doesn't mean that we're not going to encourage you to do so.
Let me ask you this for some people who are listening. What if it's my past that's hurting me the most? What if it's my past experiences that stop me from growing? Because I don't know how to deal with it. I don't know. What is it?
Stop looking at your past. Stop looking at it.
It's easy to say that on a podcast with the lights on in a big house. But when it's 12 o'clock at night and I get a text message from you know who, what do I do then?
Well, again, stop looking at it. You look to the future. You look to where you need to be. Look to where the Father told you you're going to be. Stop looking back there, because how many times have we been in a situation where that person texts us, or that one thing that we can't control ourselves comes along? What do? We look back to where we used to be, right? What did Lot's wife do?
Lot's wife do? She looked back.
What happened?
Turned to Saul.
Yeah, she stopped, right? And that's what happens when we look to our past. We stop. We stop going forward. We start looking back, and that's where we stay. We don't go forward anymore. That's what happens. And it's easier said than done. Yes, it's very much true.
So are you telling me when I look back at my past, it's a self-confidence issue?
No, what do you mean by self-confidence? Or like I feel like I wasn't self-confident?
Like my self-esteem must be low. Because I feel like I have to revert back to something that did work.
Well, of course, because we all want to be someplace where there's comfortable. Okay. Lot's wife, that was where her family was. That's where her friends were. That's where everything was. But she had to have the faith to leave. Lot was like, all right, cool, let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
But she was like, and she had to look back. She's like, but everyone that we know, boom. It just takes that one moment to freeze you up. Yeah. That's all it happens. Yeah. It's that one moment to freeze you up, and that's it.
That little second, that small little second of me reverting back to what something that used to be will hold you up longer than a second.
Exactly. If you keep looking back, yes, but if you just acknowledge from where God has taken you from, that's a whole different thing. You were giving Him glory from where you used to be,
that's right.
And you're just looking forward. Yeah. You're just like, all right, cool. I understand who I was. I understand what I could have been, but now I know who I'm going to be.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
But you say what I'm going to be, and that's the whole point of the conversation. That's the real question. We're just not getting to the question. Yeah. So now you say going to where I want to be, but I don't know where I want to be. I told you.
I feel like
I've given up.
I feel like the best thing is like, instead of, because everyone thinks about it as in a way of like, I don't know who I'm gonna be in like financially, career wise. How about just emotionally? Do you want to be happy?
Ooh, okay.
Do you just want to be happy? Because whatever you do, you're gonna be fine. Doesn't matter. You can be a garbage man. You can be whatever. But as long as you're happy and where you're at.
Let me tell you this though. Let me tell you this, brother. My parents hurt me first. My parents hurt me first. Not talking about me specifically, but my parents hurt me first. My significant other hurt me first. You know, my brother hurt me first. All these people have hurt me. Everybody in the world that I have trusted has hurt me so much. I feel like joy must be a false advertisement. I don't think it's real anymore. I really don't think being happy can be real.
Okay, so what did Jesus do?
What did he do?
What happened with Jesus?
I don't know. I'm gonna speak on the person that I don't know.
What happened to Jesus? He was betrayed.
That's right.
All he did was, all he tried to do is spread the good news. Make disciples, make their disciples, make more disciples. That's what he tried to do. Okay. What happened? He was betrayed. He was beaten. He was hurt by unbelief. We cannot fathom the beating that he has gotten.
Emotionally and physically.
Emotionally and physically, but yet he still had the faith in the Father to understand that this is what needs to be done. Doesn't matter what the suffering I go to. Just like it said, when I am weak, I am strong.
Yeah.
So when he let go, and so that's it, he already knew. He said, I forgive them. The people that put him on that cross, those same people, I forgive them. They
that's
know
the first step.
They know what they do not know what they do.
So that's the first step.
That's the first step.
When you're beaten severely, emotionally, not even physically, just emotionally, you have to learn how to not only endure it, accept it, and forgive it. Come to terms with it. You know, say, hey, you know, I understand I have no reason to even live at this point. There's no reason for me to trust Doug when the last friend I had let me go years ago. I've been lonely all my life. I'm getting used to it. I don't care. You have to learn how to look at your past, forgive that past, acknowledge that it's there, and move on and trust God in giving you something better. You have to. That's the number one. I don't care if that's still with a love lost. I've seen people come to me about things about in their love situation, and they're just like, bro, what do I do? Well, number one, go look at your past. Say, hey, look at it. It's different. We're not talking about Lot's wife. You know, it's when you have that thought and that text message at night, and you revert to all those thinkings. You forgive it. You don't go peeking around and poking in things you shouldn't be poking in. You don't go asking questions.
Just reverse engineer it.
Reverse engineer it.
Just like, it's like, if the past is repeating itself, find out find it where the actual pattern's at, remove it.
Take it out.
That's it.
Take it out.
Just once you see that, oh, this is repeating itself, I'm like, oh, tell me back away.
But it's hard.
I know it is.
It's so hard.
I understand it is.
You don't know what I've been through for 4 years to just remove the pattern?
If you don't remove the pattern now, whenever the next few years, whatever happens, if you get with someone, you have children, that same pattern is not going to follow them. So now you're not just doing this for yourself, but you're doing this for your future kids.
Okay, so but number two, this is the second part of the question. What do I do now? So number two, we're saying, okay, look to something bigger. Okay, look for something bigger. So once you figured out, what was the first thing we said, what to do next? Was get a team and get a circle around you? Number two is start looking. Looking into something that you never, the thing that you don't want to think about. I know for a lot of fellas, a lot of guys, it's hard. I don't want to have kids. Or if you think about kids, for the many that do, start thinking of those things. So you're telling me I can start thinking about things that are positive, that are pure, that are full of joy, and full of peace. That's kind of stuff that I should be thinking about now?
Yes.
So when you're in the middle of the night and you fall back or you're angry, whatever emotion you're going through, or you lost the joy that God said He gave me, you know, you're trying to see what's my next move. You're telling me I need to think about a family. Think about maybe getting a house. Think about maybe finding every broken piece in your life that you picked up from the floor and said, how do I put this back together again? So you're taking mental action. That's what you're saying that you do.
Yeah, because this is what's stopping you.
Ooh,
Your
own self.
You are your worst enemy.
Wow.
Your own worst enemy.
Wow.
Because I feel like we talked about this before.
No, we have, but we had to bring it back because people don't listen.
Where it says like, if you think you can, you're right. But you also think if you can't, you're also right.
Yeah.
So you're able to do things. But also, you're able not to do things if you think you can't do it. You're already lost if you already think you can.
Yeah.
Might as well just go to bed.
Yeah.
Just go to bed. If that's your first mindset as you wake up, it's like, I don't think I can. Go back to bed and go to sleep. Wake up the next day with a better attitude. Yeah. And it's like it's really difficult to say to people. It's like, wake up the next day with a better attitude.
Real quick, devil attacks us. The first thing he's probably the first person that attacks us when we wake up is the devil. Mm-hmm. I don't have the energy, nor the authority, nor the
Here's the thing.
Okay.
What is God?
What is God?
What is God? There's an actual question. It's like, he is omnipotent.
Omnipotent.
And what's the other one? He's all seeing, he's all knowing, he's everywhere, right?
Yeah. Omniscient.
Doesn't say that the enemy is like that.
Wow.
He's not everywhere. He's not in your room. He's not the one trying to destroy you. That is you. Because you're stuck in your own mind. He's not everywhere. He's not the one telling you in your mind, it's like, oh, you're not gonna do this. You're not gonna do this. Why? Because if we understand, if that's true, if he's right there telling you you're not gonna do this, you're not gonna be whoever you're gonna be, you're gonna just be like your father, you're gonna be like your uncle, you're gonna be like the rest of your family who are just losers. If we understand that he is the man who just lies all the time, why do we listen to it? If it's a lie, then what's the truth? You're not going to be like them. You're not going to be that. You're not going to be a loser. You're going to be more. You're going to be a conqueror.
If you're a lie, then what's the truth?
Yeah.
If it's a lie, then what's the truth? Man.
Reverse it.
Man.
So when they tell me, or when I hear this, that's like, oh, I'm not going to be saved. It's like you're wasting your time. I'm like, then that's not true then.
Yeah.
Because I know what the scripture says. Mm-hmm. I know what Jesus has done. I know what God is still doing for me.
Yeah.
Does he have to work with a lot of stuff? Yes, he does. Do I have to let go of a lot of things? Yes, I do. But I don't believe the lie anymore. Mm. Do I still struggle? Of course I do. I'll be lying if I said I didn't struggle.
So how do I stop believing the lie?
By replacing it with truth.
This is where we gotta go deeper. So we have reached a point in this conversation where we told ourselves how to forget the past. We told ourselves how we have to move people in and out of our lives to get comfort. But now we have a point where after all these things, I'm still not satisfied. Mm-hmm. You're telling me I have to go to a deeper truth. Where is that?
Yeah. Bible.
Yeah. The Bible, it's funny because all things lead to it. You know, you won't, I tell people all the time, I remember I had this conversation a long time ago with my friends, and I told them, I was like, listen, when you, for example, let's say you're young and you had sex for the first time, and a lot of people, let's say that's their first love, and when something like that, bad thing happens and you have to walk away from that, is something ever replaced? Is what was inside ever going to go away? I don't think so. I think when you lose something, a part of you, something that emotional, that kind of piece in your life that was stable, that didn't move, when that kind of stuff goes, what fills that void? There's always going to be a void in your life. And I always tell people, the best thing to fill that void is always the Bible. The Word of God fills every single broken part of you. It really does.
Amen.
You have to understand what it's doing to you, because it not only heals the broken heart, but also leads it to a better tomorrow. Oof. It really does. It really does. And I want to just, you have something to say? Because I can end it right now. I want to read that verse. I want to read that verse one more time in 2 Corinthians, because I really want you guys to hit it. I want you guys to really hit it. It's something. Don't play around with it. Give me a second. Guys. I want you guys home with that. Really do. Try reading it. Try. I know you're a Christian. I know you want to do all the right things in life, but it's hard. But until you pick up a Bible and just flip to freaking Romans or one day and just start reading, you will find that inner truth that you were looking for.
Romans 8:1. That whole chapter, read it, guys.
Romans 8:1. Please do. Doug's getting me notes here. But hey, I'm just gonna read what I just read earlier. I want you to really get into your head. This is 2 Corinthians 4:17. I'll read it one last time. For the trouble at night, for the trouble in the morning, from the trouble at work when the boss got on your nerves and you're doing your job right, but you messed up one time. For your come on now, come on. Am I talking to myself? Instagram? Who am I talking to? Maybe it's just me. It's cool. I'm gonna be quiet. For that coworker, you know what I'm talking about. For our present troubles are small and won't last very long. Yet they produce for us a glory that vastly outweighs them and will last forever. Number 2, so don't look at the troubles we can see now, praise God. Rather, we fix our gaze on things that cannot be seen. For the things we see now, for the things we see now will soon be gone. But the things we cannot see, for that future you said about your kids, for the future you had, you want that new car, you want that new Camaro, for that future you want, that new job you said you wanted. For the things we cannot see now will last forever. You understand me? So if you keep your eye on the vision, if you keep your eye on the goal, it will truly happen. It will truly happen. Guys, hope you enjoyed the episode of Occasion and Purpose. It was what we needed. It was very direct, but hey, I think people need to hear it. Yeah, it's so important. Man, we love you guys. If we might keep doing live episodes if this takes off. So and also let us know. IG, write me now. Let me know.
Oh, but you guys don't know. This is live right now, so the people who are first seeing this right now, uncut, no edits, no nothing, are the people from
IG.
So
I'll be sharing in the bio how to follow us, and bro, like you got to go to Instagram if you want this live and uncut day one. You get it. All right, guys. Also, we're doing our daily devotionals on Instagram.
we. I remember how the last video we said that we're going to be putting more stuff on the Occasion on Purpose podcast Instagram. We did none of that.
But
we had
things going on.
It's been rough.
The world, 2020 is a year, guys. All right, but we're getting things back on track.
When New Year's hits, we're not going 2021. We're saying 2020.
Amen.
We're saying 2020. I want this.
We're keeping it. We're keeping the vision, but
we definitely are going to be more active on there. I'm gonna pressure him to do more. He's gonna pressure me to do more because he's very good at that.
Every single day.
Every single day.
Want to give you something for you guys on our Instagram page.
Want to give you guys something to keep you guys encouraged for every single week because you guys might not be going to church. You guys maybe can't make it to online church services.
Yeah, I work on Sunday. Ain't got time. I ain't got time for the last 5 years. I need ain't a little thing I can get.
I understand that. So that's what we're giving you. We're giving you a daily devotional every single day.
Something small and sweet.
Yeah, something that can just guide you for the week or for that day. Yeah. And that's pretty much it. That's what we want to do. So thank you guys for watching another episode of Occasion and Purpose. I'm Douglas. This is my boy Josh. And remember, if you're going to do good just because.
All right. Bye, guys. Bye. You remind me of a girl that I once knew. See your face whenever I look at you. Won't believe the things she put me through. This is why I just can't get with you. Was the one for me. Hey. All right.
That's kind of a bad. Good thing we stopped there.
Oh yeah. That's all I want. That's all we need. All right.